A Wiggles book, Henry Goes Overboard, read by Books for Kids by Flying Dragons. Henry the Octopus found a book at the underwater library. It was all about jobs. Henry wondered, maybe I should do something other than the leader of the underwater big band. The next day, Henry told the underwater big band, I need to try new things. I hope you can get along without me as your leader. The band was surprised, but they all liked Henry, and they did not want to stand in his way. We wish you the best, Jarks the shark said. Henry didn't know which job to try first. He saw Captain Feathersword's ship. That's it, Henry exclaimed. I already love the sea. I'll become the captain of a pirate ship. I want to find out what it's like to be a pirate, Henry said. Captain Feathersword patted Henry on the back. Ahoy there, me hearty! It's the greatest job on all the 7 seas. Then he told Henry, the only way to learn is by experience. Why don't you take the wheel while I have a nap? Zzz. Henry took the wheel. He was all right, as long as the sea was calm. But when the wind started picking up, Henry didn't know what to do. Suddenly, the wheel spun out of control. Henry became tangled in its spokes. Captain Feathersword, Henry called. Captain Feathersword and the Wiggles grabbed Henry. They pulled with all their might. Thwip, thwump, bump, splash! Finally, they freed Henry. The Wiggles fell back onto the deck with a thump. Henry went flying overboard into the sea. When Henry was back on deck, he decided he didn't want to be a pirate any more. There are plenty of jobs for me on land, Henry told himself. As he was crossing a street, Henry saw Officer Beeples directing traffic. That looks like fun, Henry exclaimed. Soon Henry was wearing his very own police uniform. But since Henry's 8 legs all pointed in different directions, the drivers got confused. Henry had caused a traffic jam. It's all my fault, Henry told Officer Beeples. No one is good at everything, Henry, the kind officer replied. But I must be good at something, Henry thought. He went back to the library and made a list of new jobs. Henry tried to be an astronaut, but all the spacesuits only had 2 arms and 2 legs. Henry found that he was a very fast artist. Henry could paint 8 paintings at a time. Unfortunately, he also made 8 times the mess. Henry sighed. I have too many legs, but there must be something I can do. I miss my friends in the underwater big band. The Wiggles knew that the underwater big band needed Henry as much as he needed them. Why don't you go see them? Murray suggested. When they reached the rehearsal, Jeff tugged at his ears. This doesn't sound like the underwater big band. The musicians saw Henry and the Wiggles. They put down their instruments and cheered. Henry! Henry picked up 8 batons and started conducting with all of them at once. They're 8 times better, Murray said. Soon all the Wiggles were wiggling underwater to the music. I'm glad I tried different jobs, Henry said. Now I really appreciate doing what I do best. Let's play it once more from the top. If you enjoyed this book, please do hit subscribe. We'd love to share lots more Wiggles and lots of other kinds of books with you too.